Well, Leonard Rossiter, we can't avoid talking about Reggie Perrin, and I don't want to anyway, but we'll come to him in a moment. Actually, meeting you for the first time today, you've confirmed something I've always thought about you. You walked in with a squash racket and a bag in your hand. You do exude a certain kind of energy and fitness. Are you a very fit man?
I don't know. I don't do it to keep fit. I've always played games rather like you, in fact, because I've enjoyed playing the games. It's the other way around. Some people do things to keep fit because they fear the onslaught of death or old age.
Tell me, every day of my life, somebody asks me how I get into television, and therefore I make no apology whatsoever for asking you how you became an actor from being an insurance salesman.
Well, initially I was going to teach. That was what my mother wanted me to do when I was a kid, and what I assumed I was going to do myself. We all did, went to secondary school, as they were called those days, grammar school. I was going to take a French and German degree and then go back perhaps to the same school and teach French and German to the kids, who followed me. But unfortunately, my father was killed in an air raid in Liverpool, and I really couldn't afford to spend 4 years at university. So I had to get a job, and I found a job at the Commercial Union Insurance Company, Assurance Company. And I was with them for 6.5 years in Liverpool, during which time I became interested in amateur theatre, and eventually decided that I'd better have a go.
Am I right in saying that you eventually played Brecht's Hitler, didn't you? Was that a big kind of milestone? That really got you a certain amount of recognition?
Yes, it was, insofar as the first time I'd played a lead in the West End. And it's quite a milestone insofar as that a lot of people who might be considered to be offered it, but nobody will take a chance until somebody else has taken a chance. Once you've done it and broken the ice, so to speak, assuming you're successful, then other managements are prepared to take a chance on you afterwards. So to that extent, it's a very professional breakthrough. Yes. Yeah.
I gather you're a bit reluctant to talk about Reggie Perrin, and yet you know...
No, only because it's, that's 4 years old, isn't it?
Yeah.
I look 4 years younger looking at it there, so did John Barron. And no, it's things that have gone past. I hate sort of... it looks as though you're trying to live on past successes. And I'm more interested in the job I'm hoping to be offered next week than...
Nevertheless, if an actor's job is to entertain and make people laugh, I mean, you really cracked it.
Oh,
it was an immensely popular
it was
part.
very, very popular, and is, at the moment, extraordinarily successful in the States, which I wouldn't have thought possible, because it's very sort of English cast. The theme is obviously very international, sort of the, was it menopausal man, I think it was referred to by somebody. That's obviously very clearly understood by the Americans. But what is really working over there are the running gags and the jokes, like the cushions that tend to make, unfortunately.
Can I ask you this, because you are very fussy, I gather, about the parts you take now. Did that, though, give you a platform to be very, very selective about what you could play? You obviously had lots of offers after.
No, the platform I had is a very simple one. That was I didn't get married till I was in my 40s. And I think a lot of actors will recognise the truth of this, that there are two sort of guides to your career in a way. One is economic, which means if you're married and you've got 4 kids, you can't sort of starve in a garret waiting to be offered Hamlet at the National while your kids starve. But if you're single, you can. And I was single for, as I say, until I was in my 40s. So all the choices I ever made throughout my career, right from the very beginning, not just since Reggie Perrin or Rising Damp, were artistic choices, right from the very, very beginning. And I never did anything, I think I can say with my hand on my heart, I've never done anything that I didn't want to do because somebody was offering me a lot of money.
But you are doing now, and are very famous at the moment, for a quality commercial, which is
quality commercial.
laying the public in the aisles. I mean, it's very often better than the programmes it's in. Are you enjoying doing that?
You can only say that because we're on the BBC.
That's right.
Yes, they're very enjoyable. Yes, they're enjoyable to make in a way. They're hard work because you never quite know until they're cut together afterwards whether they're going to work.
And you're still friends with Joan Collins, are you?
Oh yes, we've just done 2 new ones, which are due out in the summer. Yeah.
Then a delight having you with us, and a great pleasure for me to meet you, because you've given me a lot of pleasure, and I know a lot of people over the years.